All right. Let's keep playing, shall we?
Something feels odd.
Something feels odd. Something feels odd, chat. Okay. Oh my god, my CP. Maybe that's what feels odd.
Here. Be on your guard.
I think... Oh, I remember what I was gonna... Okay. Yeah, this is the hard part because I'm about to go to a dungeon and my CP's all the way in the negative. I could just use a gel. I think we'll be okay. I'll use a gel. Here, let me go in first.
Soon, we might very well learn the truth behind Shion's thorns, as well as my own past.
Soon. We're at like an intense part. Maybe I should have done a recap before I got in. Okay, recap. We're on Lenegis. Where am I? We're on Lenegis. We learned a lot about Dohalim's kind of path. Well, we learned more about Dohalim's people that he knows because we were walking around trying to get answers. Oh, I was like, why is it so loud? It's just me. We met up with Faria, who is the girl's, I guess, almost wife or betrothed or love or whoever she was of the guy that Dohalim killed. We met up with her, and she was super mean, super feisty, hasn't forgiven Dohalim yet, and basically Dohalim was like, I have some stuff to do, but when I get back, you can kill me. So, that's what's up. But then the red woman showed up and like possessed her. So then she started attacking us with this orb. This dark astral energy orb thing or whatever. And we killed the boss that she summoned. And she was about to do it again, but Dohalim knocked her out. And then Dohalim's friend Avakir came and saved the day. And he also knows about the truth behind Dohalim and all this stuff, so good stuff. Basically, like, he didn't mean to kill his friend. He was just fighting dirty, apparently. Anyways, and the friend we're talking about is Targan? I think that's his name. Anyways, so we went past that, so now we're like in an area where we have to go through the dungeon and hopefully find the reason of the thorns. So I guess we'll see. Her long-lost lover. Yeah, pretty much. Does anyone remember those things? She nearly killed us with an Orbeez. Of the Orbeez? Those things don't get that big, do they? Oh, maybe they do. Oh. Okay.
I have to be ready to face anything. Whatever happens.
Whatever happens. Alright, the way is forward.
To save Shion and Dana. Nothing I learn can change that.
I wonder what's gonna happen in this. What are we gonna find out in this dungeon? What are we gonna find out, chat? Find out something. Portal! The heck is the Orbeez? It's like with those little tiny things that if you like put them in a bath or like water and they get bigger and they're all squishy. Love them. Hi, One Renegade. Hi. Good afternoon. Okay,
Hold up, you guys.
They want us to go this way.
I want to look through that room over there.
Oh, we're
curious what we'll find.
That's the room you visited in your past, right?
Yes,
Sure.
it is.
We can check it out.
It is. This is where. Ooh, this is great. This is where. Ooh, we saw a cutscene of him looking around. This is where he was being experimented on, I think.
This looks like some kind of research facility.
It is. It is. It is.
A laboratory secreted away in the Forbidden Zone. Why am I...
So Swing, thank you for the 34 months. Thank you. 34 months of unmodding Todd. Keeping track. Thank Thank you for the 34 months. I'm great, One Renegade. This is where, maybe we'll find owl? No. There's no owls in here.
Surprised at this point.
Hopefully there's no owls.
Looks pretty deserted.
It is deserted.
Let's check it out. It might give us a new lead.
New lead. We'll see about that. Alright, what am I looking for? Oh.
For the people of
Space
Lenegis,
owls.
Forbidden Zone is the stuff of dreams. Yet here I am, standing within its hallowed halls.
It's off limits even for lords, then? Talk about an exclusive club.
Being exclusive is one thing, but how many important facilities let in only the Sovereign? Doesn't that seem a little strange?
Strange doesn't cover it. If it was only one room, maybe. But a place on this scale? How do they keep it from falling into ruin? Whoever the Sovereign is, they can't manage the upkeep of this whole place themselves.
Did no one ever talk about it when you were growing up?
No, not that I can remember. Then again, sovereigns and forbidden zones weren't exactly breakfast table conversations.
The Forbidden Zone is a hallowed place, at one with the Sovereign's authority, grounds of the one true ruler who presides over all Renans. That is what we believed this place to be. No, what we were made to believe it was. But now, it is finally time to discover this area's true purpose, and why it was kept hidden behind the scenes for so long.
Research. Because they knew they were doing something wrong all along. Okay, nothing on this side. Okay, let's look at this thing. An operating table. Many subjects undoubtedly never came back alive from their operations on this. Ooh. Ooh, that's not good. Is there anything else? Is there anything over here? Can I look at this wall? Is that a brain? No. Okay, let's inspect this thing in the center. Lovely. Oh, that's a big computer. Monitor.
I think I can make this work.
Ooh. Can he read that?
Well, can you make head or tail of it?
These are experiment records by the looks of it.
Oh.
Reams of them, dating back hundreds of years. Let's see. A composite being capable of controlling Danan astral energy so as to convert its molecular and elemental makeup. The creation of a governing central figure taking the form of a Danan.
Are they talking about Alpha?
Codename Sovereign.
Code name.
Sovereign.
Wait, there's more. Research into utilizing force field crystals for the purpose of stable astral energy containment. That must be the master cores. With all this raw data, there's bound to be records here somewhere about the Maiden and the Lords, too.
About the lords? Why would they be on there?
Think about it. The Lord's crests are clearly of a piece with those of both the Sovereign and the Maiden. Not to mention the fact that the contenders to the crown are selected from otherwise regular Renan citizens. In other words, it may be that all Renans are unwittingly being made subject to some
Got
kind
his
of
smart glasses on.
grand scheme.
What about the Sovereign? Does it say anything else?
Where do I start? All I've read so far is the headlines. There's so much here. To sift through all of it would require specialized... Wait,
What is it? Did you find something?
it's a list of names, with the title, Test Subjects, Sovereign. It's your call.
Read it.
There must be dozens of test subjects listed here. Hundreds even. All of them failures. Wait, I think I've found one that was successful. Test subject number 1273. Ethnicity, NA. Unique adjustment index, generation, NA. Given name, Alphen.
Oh. Given name?
They re-engineered me. Right here in this lab.
Alphen.
It's fine, really. What about the others? Was I the only one?
Test subject number 10105. Ethnicity, NA. Unique Adjustment Index, Generation, NA. Given name, Vholran.
Oh,
Vholran? But that means...
He's only sovereign because someone made him that way too.
oh.
He's the last one. In 3 centuries worth of records, you and Vholran are the only 2 subjects on whom the experiment was a success.
Oh.
But what about the winners of the crown contests? Does this mean that none of them were ever crowned sovereign after all?
I guess not.
Upon victory, the Sovereign shall return to Rena and rule over Rena and Lenegis combined. When a new Sovereign is decided, the outgoing monarch shall relinquish their post and live out the rest of their days on Rena. So we were told. But according to these records, there have only ever been 2 Sovereigns, neither of whom had anything to do with the crown contest. It's all
What the heck's
lies,
going on?
including the part about the Sovereign residing in Rena.
So they just killed him
The
instead?
crown contest was never about deciding a new ruler. It must always have been devised for some other purpose.
To maybe use, like, the astral energy
But
or
even
something?
supposing that's true, someone must have been in charge for the past 3 centuries, right? If it wasn't the Sovereign, then who was it?
Crown contests have been held this whole time, in spite of the fact that there was already a sovereign. Me. Meaning that for the past 300 years, someone out there has to have been maintaining that lie. The same person I'm willing to bet is behind all this.
Oh,
The Red Woman?
yeah.
It's possible. But that doesn't necessarily mean she's the mastermind behind this
There's
scheme.
no way she's a mastermind. She can't even talk. Or at least we
She
haven't
could
seen
be
her talk.
working for someone else. Someone back on the Renan homeworld.
Either way, it's fair to say she's definitely involved somehow.
What does she mean, the Renan
What about the
homeworld?
data records? Is there no other information that could help us?
The planet that was
that I
behind
can
their,
see.
their like space
Just file
station, was
upon
that the
file
Renan
of
homeworld?
experiment results. There's nothing here about who's behind all this, or what their end
Too
game
much
is,
science.
unfortunately. I've barely managed to scratch the surface, mind you. You won't be able to read through it all, but you're welcome to take a look through what you can, while we're here.
I'll do that.
So this is where Alphen became the Sovereign, and Vholran as well. The significance of this location would suggest...
Hey, it looks like the terminals in here turned on too.
We should look through them. They might contain valuable information.
Well, hold on. Writing stuff down. Toying with lives.
Only 2 Sovereigns in over 300 years. So why has the experiment only succeeded twice in all this time? And if that's the case, why keep on doing it? Was there really no other way? Or could there be some other reason?
Dohalim.
Forgive me.
Alphen.
I'm fine. I'm just a little shaken, that's all. I knew what I was already, so it's not like it's a surprise or anything.
Right?
It's strange. I've got all this rage inside of me, but I don't even know who it's for. I'm scared that I'll put a face to it, just to have someone to blame.
If that were to happen, then No. Then we'd help you fight it, before you ever got that far. Wouldn't we, everyone?
Yeah. We wouldn't just sit by and watch you spiral out of control.
That's right. No good can come from being consumed by hatred.
If you ever start to lose your way, you can count on us to guide you back.
So
To
maybe the...
remind you where home is.
And I would be happy to lend an attentive ear, should
Wait.
you ever have need.
Thank you, everyone. I think I'll be okay now.
Sorry. The crown crown contest, maybe they're still trying to create new sovereigns. So what they do is they make everybody fight, and the toughest one, they're hoping that maybe if the toughest one of the crown contest gets to survive all along, that maybe they'll be strong enough to be the next sovereign. But then they fail and then they die. I don't know, that's my guess. Tales of Gasp. Star Ocean? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Also, my bot. Let me see if Zane can actually fix that. Hold on. Why would Alphen want your ear? He already has 2. What? Anime and RPGs have this thing where they overuse gas. Okay. Select a topic to explore. The Sovereign. The Sovereign acts as Lenegis' central control device for the spirit channeling ceremony. Each one is granted level 2 authority and an ID crest. A Danon subject serves as the base of its creation. In theory, ideal candidates possess equal affinity for every astral element. However, such aptitude is statistically rare to uncover within real-world conditions. As a result, most subjects die during the adjustment period, and stability is still not guaranteed for those who survive it. This instability, coupled with the Sovereign's powers for astral manipulation, pose a high risk to the security of Lenegis if left unchecked. As such, stabilization measures must be put in place via the support mechanism when utilizing the Sovereign in the spirit channeling ceremony. Addendum 1. No effect alternate methods to perform the ceremony have been found. Trials on Danon subjects are authorized to continue. Addendum 2. Unit 2 adjustments are a success. Subsequent adjustments are to be put on hold while extended observation takes place. The Maiden. The Maiden acts as a sovereign support mechanism for the spirit channeling ceremony. Each one is granted level 2 authority and an ID crest. A Renin subject serves its functions, providing the sovereign with the supplemental dark astral it lacks in tandem with the Renis Alma. Oh, okay. During the ceremony, it is partly responsible for astral energy conversion, as well as maintaining stability over the Sovereign's own powers. Additionally, the degree of intimacy between it and the Sovereign has been observed to positively impact the level of stability in both subjects. Oh, so they like each other. Because of this, trial activations of the Sovereign without the Maiden present are expressly forbidden. Furthermore, neither the Sovereign nor the Maiden are to be informed about the details of the spirit channeling plan. Addendum 1. Mental instability in the Maiden has been deemed the cause of the past Sovereign's rampancy. Countermeasures must be considered. Addendum 2. In line with plan adjustments, the current subject will have its Maiden registration revoked and be returned to its original household. Huh. So the Maiden is used to, like, create stability. What's this? Lords? Each crown contest, 5 of the best qualified members of the Renin populace are chosen to act as lords, vying to serve as the next sovereign. During their tenure, they are granted level 3 authority, as well as one of the 5 elemental realms to administer and its corresponding master core. They are also assigned an ID crest indicating their designated element. The selection process is based only on astral artistry and physical and mental aptitude. Other variables such as age have no bearing whatsoever. Because only the strongest go on to become lords, the position itself does not inherently make an individual any stronger. It should be noted, however, that lords are not the only individuals capable of drawing out a master core's powers. All Renins must take part in the selection process, and acceptance of the position is mandatory. It is not allowed for those deemed suitable to decline. Furthermore, in the event that an acting lord is incapacitated and can no longer serve in their position, a replacement must be quickly prepared. Ugh. Unique Adjustment Index Test Subject Report. The following is a report on the second successful case of sovereign test subject experimentation. Vholran. Although subject possesses high latent potential, it exhibits significant mental instability along with a strong distaste for following orders. As such, the risk it poses surpasses even those of the last successful subject, itself a failure, and is therefore under consideration for disposal. We're talking about Alphen. Addendum. This is the first successful case in 300 years. Previously mentioned, risk factors are now mitigated due to established control protocols. Subject is to be evaluated under the assumption that Plan 2 will proceed and will be dispatched to Dana under the guise of serving as a lord. Huh. Getting all the info. I feel that emote on a daily basis. What, the notes? Or the math one, you mean? Master Cores. Master Cores are instruments of power containing astral energy that belongs to one of the 6 elements. 5 of these Master Cores, those with earth, water, fire, wind, and light, are loaned to Renin lords at the time of the crown contest. Only the Dark Master Core is maintained inside the Forbidden Zone until the Renis Alma is ready to be reformed, its existence kept top secret. Underneath the Master Core's spherical outer layer is a force field crystal used for the purpose of astral energy containment and stabilization. Inside the force field, astral energy is stored in a dormant state. For the duration of their tenure, each lord competes in the crown contest to amass their allotted type of astral energy. In the event of an emergency, each lord may be allowed to withdraw from their respective stock of astral energy as necessary. However, the extent allowed is determined based on their own individual strength. Addendum 1. Design flaws have been discovered in how the Renis Alma materializes. Be advised that active Master Cores may resonate with other Master Cores located in close proximity and become unstable. Addendum 2. Due to successful regeneration of the Renis Alma, Master Cores will cease to be deployed and the crown contest will be permanently halted. Oh. Lore! Spirit cores are end terminals used for the collection of astral energy. When embedded in a biological subject, it establishes connections throughout its body. These connections are used to amass astral energy generated from physical activity, which is then emitted from the host body itself. Because this emitted energy is prone to diffuse, the host must be placed within the range of a spirit vessel for the energy to be collected. This means that Danans must be employed to harvest astral energy for the purpose of the crown contest. Given the difficulty in producing them, it is advised that spirit cores be retrieved from host bodies and reused upon their death. Spirit cores can also be embedded in Zeugles to control them via astral arts. Addendum. Increased physical load on a host body tends to produce increased astral energy emissions. Final confirmation of ideal workload to impose on host bodies without inducing death for maximum astral energy yields is still pending. Otherwise, they're gonna get turned into blood, unicorn blood. How's there more? Oh. Lenegis? A large detachable harvester? Brainwashing report? After receiving reports of a robust new form of rule emerging in Danan's water realm, a study was commissioned to investigate the matter in depth. The system is unique in that it elevates only the Lord as the supreme authority while relegating both Renans and Danans alike to enslavement. Oh, this is how he was able to brainwash. Okay, That's enough. I think that's a lot of reading. That was a lot. Brainwashing. Yeah, in the water room, they're brainwashed. Okay. Alright, so I guess we keep going? Keep going now? Keep going? Is there anything, like, in these areas? Oh, a chest. I know, yep. They were brainwashed, but we already knew that. I guess we just never understood how. I didn't read it, but they gave an explanation. That was a lot of reading. Look at all these items. A grape dough. What's this? What's this thing? You see lots of numbers. Looks like logs of alignment between subjects and Lenegis proper. Okay, alright, let's leave this place. I got secondhand anxiety watching you open the container then. Expecting something to jump out. No, you don't have to worry about it. Oh! Memory time!
Naori,
Hold on, let me pause this. Sango, thank you so much for the 83 months. Hi. How are you doing? What have you been up to? Have you been still playing Final Fantasy 14? Wait, I need to write some stuff down. Actually, I'm okay. I'll do it later. Alright. Here's Naori.
Don't talk.
Oh, this is how he got back to
do
the
this.
planet.
I gave you my word that I'd help you return to Dana. The next time you open your eyes, you'll be home.
But you...
My place is here with my people. I still have a duty to fulfill. I'm sorry for what you've endured. Rena never should have dragged you into this. It's not your burden to bear.
But...
Burden?
The mask contains a sedative. It should keep your mind from tearing itself apart any further. Let yourself go to sleep.
How did she get a hold of this helmet
This should
in
help
such
with
short
the pain.
time?
Time to go, Elfin. Farewell.
Naori...
His injuries are worse than I thought. Short-term treatment isn't going to cut it. I'll have to switch the healing pod to long-term hibernation mode.
Oh, that's how.
The chance of surviving hibernation's less than 10%? And worse, long-term use of the mask carries a high risk of damaging his mind and nervous system. But... If I don't head back, Lenegis will be nothing but ashes, and this starship along with it. I don't know if I can fulfill my promise to you, Alphen. But if doing this will grant you even the slightest chance, I have to try. I hope it's enough. Please, live for me, Alphen. That vision. It must have been from when Naori helped Alphen escape Lenegis.
She sure went above and beyond the call of duty.
Even with Lenegis crumbling down around her, she chose to stay put with her people.
So that's why you lost your memories and sense of pain, and why you were asleep for that whole time. It was all the result of one agonizing decision Naori made to save your life.
Ah.
Yeah. If it weren't for her, I wouldn't even be alive today. I owe her everything. More than I could ever hope to repay.
Aww.
Now that you know how she felt, how do you plan on honoring her wishes?
She kept her promise. If the Renan people she fought so desperately to protect are at risk from a malevolent force, then I owe it to her to carry on her fight. Naori was the one who
We need
put
to
that
know
mask
what
on
we're
me
fighting.
and made me Iron Mask.
She did it to prevent your soul from tearing itself apart. She knew you might lose your memories and sense of pain as a result. But more than anything, she wanted you to survive. And you did.
Oh yeah, the voice actors do such a good job. They're so good. A door, chat. What's with these flowers? Whoa!
This place. We've seen this in one of Naori's memories.
Of course.
This is where the channeling ceremony was.
After 300 years, this is where it was held. The spirit channeling ceremony. This is where the Renis Alma was.
So this is the place where you and Naori...
The Renis Alma isn't here now. Nor is the Red Woman, it seems.
I know it's difficult, Alphen, but there will be time to dwell on the past later. For now, we need to keep moving. Come on.
Naori.
What is this? Is it the work of Dana's will again?
It's been a year since the ceremony. That day, I shut away inside of myself the power that caused Alphen to lose control. Since then, my visions of the future have grown more and more fearsome.
Is this another memory? No, it's different this time. It's like she's speaking directly to us.
This is cool.
What we did back then. Not so much as a day passes when I don't think about it. About what was done to us. All in the name of a ceremony. The purpose of which we were never even told.
Yeah, that's true. We didn't even know the
Sovereign.
purpose.
They linked Alphen's consciousness to Lenegis itself. The Renis Alma was intended to control his power, lest anything should slip through its cracks. That day, as Maiden, my role was to temper his power. I was meant to guide it forth, and give shape to the strength inside of him.
Linked to Lenegis itself? But then, everything that's been happening.
But that power showed me a vision. A vision of oblivion. When I realized that vision was a prophecy of the apocalypse we were about to unleash, I couldn't go through with it. But without a maiden, the ceremony was doomed. Alphen lashed out, his consciousness no longer his own. I did what I could. Using my abilities as the maiden, I tried to seal that power away inside of me. But it was too late. Lenegis had already been brought to its knees. Thousands upon thousands of lives so cruelly snuffed out. All because of me. Because of what I had done.
Was it really just her, though? She was just...
With the destructive force now slumbering inside of me, I knew I had to find a way to dispose
Talking about the
of it.
thorns.
Anything to make up for my failure. But I didn't know how. Especially since that power was astral energy itself. In which case, ironically enough, the Renis Alma seemed to be my best bet. That at least would hold the astral energy dormant, assuming that no malevolent third party got to it first. With the Sovereign and Maiden's combined power, perhaps I could shift the chaotic energy inside me into the Renis Alma instead. That's what I hoped, but alas, it was not to be. The Renis Alma was lost, and Alphen the Sovereign was in a starship bound for Dana. My only choice was to seal away the destructive force inside of me using my powers as the Maiden, to buy the world what little time I could. The time needed for a new Renis Alma to be crafted, and for a new Sovereign to appear. Even if by doing so, it meant I would be passing the curse on to my descendants as well. Please.
And therein lies
forgive me.
Shion.
I never meant to burden the future world with this threat too. I only wish that there was something more I could have done.
Dang.
Wait, you can't just...
She doesn't really know. Well, I guess we did know. She didn't have a Renis Alma, but now we do, sort of.
That message just now, was it directly from Naori? Or was it the Danon voice speaking through her?
I think it was Naori. So many sparklies. Whoa. Whoa, what's going on?
What?
These are the clothes that Naori and I wore during the ceremony 3 centuries ago.
Oh. Wait.
So you're saying this?
Oh, she
Is the
oh,
maiden's
the
outfit?
outfit
That's right.
change.
These clothes are designed to resonate with the Sovereign and Maiden's abilities. They focus and enhance them.
And they appeared now because...
Naori must have left them here for the new Sovereign and Maiden, knowing the day would come when they would need them in their fight against the Thorns.
Ah.
These outfits are directly linked to the answers we've been chasing this whole time. If they're here, it must mean it was Naori's will for us to find those answers as well.
Yep. That makes sense.
Locating the Renis Alma would allow us to neutralize the dark astral energy inside Shion, thereby silencing her thorns. Is that what Naori's suggesting?
Yes.
It
I
makes
understand.
sense. After all, Master
day.
Cores and Spirit Vessels are both able to prevent the astral energy inside them from developing sentience. By that logic, it would stand to reason that the Renis Alma would have the same ability on a larger scale.
We have a Maiden and Sovereign. Now all we need is the Renis Alma, and we'll finally be able to free you of your thorns. Shion.
Then after we free her, do we have
It's
to fight
possible?
the Thorns?
You really think so?
I do.
Seems like a
We
pretty
can rid
hard
you
boss.
of your thorns and stop the world from falling to oblivion.
However, the spirit channeling ceremony already failed once. Even if our goal is different this time, we can't be sure the same thing won't happen again. We should take care not to be too optimistic.
You're right. It's the barest sliver of a chance. But if there's even the slightest hope it can work, I'm willing to stake everything I've got on it.
I know it's too early to let myself feel relieved, but I just can't seem to help it. Just hearing there's the slightest chance.
I love her outfit, by
Even
the
though
way.
I know the world's still in great peril.
So pretty.
It's selfish of
pretty.
me, I know, but still.
No, it isn't. You found hope to believe in. It'd be strange if you weren't over the moon about it.
Rinwell's right. We can rid you of your curse and still save the world at the same time.
Yeah! Everything's possible
Naori
if you just
entrusted us with
believe.
the fate of all humanity. Now, it's up to us to prove that trust was well placed.
Starting with a little game called Hunt the Renis Alma.
Yeah, we've come all this way.
With the
Now
power
we
of
just need to search
friendship.
Lenegis and Rena until we find it.
Yeah, we can protect the world and save Xion at the same time.
I too shall lend my services. My knowledge of Renin lore is bound to be a useful asset.
And they
How
say
the heck are we gonna
modesty
find
is
the
dead.
Renis Alma?
Miracles just seem to follow wherever you go, huh?
How do you know it's me they're following? We're all in this together, Xion. You included. Now let's get moving, shall we? Last I heard, we had an apocalypse to stop.
Time to stop the apocalypse.
Thank you, Naori.
Aww. It's weird how we were able to sense her
So Naori
memories
sealed away the power
and
that made me
message,
lose
but I'm
control of
glad we
myself.
did.
She stopped my rampage and saved my life. But then, that power she'd sealed away was passed down to you. I'm so sorry, Xion. It's my fault that you're cursed.
You're wrong. What happened to you was because of the ceremony and Naori's attempt to stop Oblivion. You paid a heavy price for it, and then fell asleep for 300 years.
I'm so
The reason
curious
you lost
of
your memories
who is the one
is
who
the
started
reason
this
for your
experiment.
curse.
Like,
The
where are they?
Thorns.
Had to be
It all
someone
leads
that's
back to
still.
them. But once they're gone, we can finally put an end to all this.
When my thorns are gone, I never dared to dream that such a thing could be possible. No, the truth is, I think maybe I've always been dreaming about a life without my thorns. The touch of my family, or playing with my friends, holding hands with Rinwell, or giving Law a deserved smack, embracing everyone.
I've always
All the
wanted
normal
to
things
slap Law.
that people do together. I always wished I could experience them for myself and finally know what they were like. Is it really okay for me to believe it can happen? I'm so scared of getting my hopes up. What if it doesn't work out in the end, and
That's not going to happen. I'm here to make sure it won't. Forget fate or destiny or anything else. We're going to live a normal life. There are a lot of things you still want to do, right?
yeah, you're right. It's such a strange feeling. I know that we've still got plenty of fighting up ahead, and it's for my sake, so I can live.
You're worth fighting for.
I believe you, Alphen.
Good. I'll keep on fighting. For as long as it takes. Until our future is finally in our hands.
Wow. The latest maiden. Revitalize. An advanced healing art that restores all allies' HP? Yes! Hallelujah! Yuna and Alphen and Xion. Ooh, what's this? A sword given to the chosen sovereign that draws out all their latent power. Ceremonial garb. These are already equipped, right? Okay, yeah. We have 1 CP. Don't worry. And Dohalim and Rinwell are dead too. But we'll be fine. How are they? When did they die? Hold on, like, look. Oh, you can't see Rinwell's, but hers is 0. Well, hers is 1. They're at 1. They see Naori explaining why it was all her fault seconds ago. Alphen, this is all my fault. I know. It's okay.
Sounds like this Naori chick had quite the big heart.
Her position demanded nothing less. From the sound of things, she didn't focus on differences, least of all those between Renans and Danans.
Yeah. It was Naori who first showed me that such a thing was even possible. And then she saved my life by sending me back home to Dana.
Not only that, but she willingly stayed behind on Lenegis for the sake of her people. It sounds like she was quite the hero, all right. A truly caring person.
It's as if walls meant nothing to her. The ones separating the Renans from the Danans, or herself from others. She had no need for them.
Which basically meant that she never had anything to break down in the first place, huh? Yeah. I think you may be right about that.
You inherited that legacy. Her wish for the world.
Don't I know it?
She's kind of like a lodestar guiding our way, showing us what we can aspire to.
Oh, I like that. Whee! Oh, go this way. Alrighty! Wait, where am I supposed to head? Oh, this way. Let's keep going. Hi, PJ! Who needs walls? We just got to find the red woman now, because she's the one who has the Renasalma. I have a good feeling she's gonna pop up soon, and then she's gonna have an evil laugh. Oh! Ah, the demon's butthole.
That's quite some door, all right. This might finally be it. The heart of the beast.
We'll find the Renis Alma and the Red Woman inside, right?
I guess so.
After everything we've been through to get here, they damn well better be.
We'll probably be needing you to open this one for us, Sovereign.
Go for it, Alphen.
Alphen looks so good. His outfit and her outfit. Oh, I love how they match. Or I love how I've been making them match this whole game. Ooh, I like the sound of that. Ooh, it's turning green now.
This is it, guys. Time to see what secrets are in store.
Ugh. The music makes me so sleepy. I'm like, it's so peaceful. Oh, would you look at that? It's a healing thingy. Let's watch this first.
We're a long way from the residential quarters now. It looks completely different.
It does.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, this place, it reminds me more of being back inside the wedge.
Oh, they called it the wedge.
Except the astral energy feels even stronger here.
In a portion of the city reserved purely
That looks
for
like
the
a
Renin
mouth.
Sovereign.
Maybe
Like a
he just has
person's mouth.
strange tastes?
This place looks like it has been here for quite some time now. If its design were a matter of personal preference, we would be talking from centuries ago. Or perhaps even further back. Still, this isn't the sort of decadence of taste spoken of in artistic circles. So what is it then?
Hold up, decadence? Artistic circles?
When a preference is indulged to its extreme, it descends into kitsch, eccentricity for the sake of it. I'd be happy to illuminate you further.
What?
That depends. Does it involve you buying me lunch?
The void that art fills isn't the stomach, it's the soul.
In that case, I'll let you know the next time my soul starts to rumble.
Now all we need is something to fill up the void inside your head.
Shut up!
Cute. She on outfit looks like a wedding dress. It kind of does, doesn't it? With RPGs, you always know when it's near the end because the game tells you when it's to the point of no return. Yeah, we clicked that. It does feel like the ending, but I was told that I might not be able to finish this until Sunday, so I don't think we're at the end, but we'll find out. Heal! Okay, let me make sure I save. Oh my god, being able to Being able to heal everybody. Oh, Shion's new ability. So nice. I'm excited to see it.
Vholran! He really was still alive.
He was! There's his body!
And there's the Renis Alma.
Oh!
Then, is this another spirit channeling ceremony?
Wait, though. Something doesn't seem right here.
Is she...
Once more, the powers must be united. Born from the fires of chaos, the world does seek its rightful state. All must be sacrificed in the heart of Rena, at the shrine of the true sovereign.
What has happened to him? He's lost himself, reduced to a mere cog in the machine.
Hey, look! Over there!
Isn't that the Maiden's crest?
Can it be that this entire chamber is meant to act as a substitute for the Maiden?
It looks like it's still running, but are we already too late to stop the ceremony?
If that's what caused Lenegis' transformation, then the purpose of the ceremony must have been to drain all the astral energy out of Dana.
But for what purpose? What could possibly need astral energy on that sort of scale?
I don't know. But whatever it is, I'll bet it's connected to those visions of oblivion. Regardless, we cannot stand by and let them steal Dana's energy. That said, we should retrieve the Renis Alma. Because right now, we need that most of all.
Then hurry up and get it. Right behind you.
He's not gonna lunge
Find
at us
out
out
next
of nowhere,
time.
right?
Not the time, Law.
Alvin, look!
The Red Woman!
Was she
So
there
we
the whole
finally
time?
found you. I have a lot of questions for you.
Wait!
What?
She's spooky.
They all have the same face? How is that even possible?
Oh! Whoa. Whoa.
What is this?
Who the hell are they?
It can't be. Are they even people?
They look like the people that are gonna be in Xenoblade 3.
They're the true rulers of Rena.
Oh. Wait, the true rulers of Rena? You have to kill 3 of the Red Women. Ah!
Use Elfin. If we don't fight, we may as well be sitting ducks here.
Good point. Let's stop them before this gets out of hand. Here I come! Here I come! Not today!
Okay, well, we gotta fight all 3 of them. So wait, they're like the original. Are these the people responsible for experimenting on everyone? They're literally just like aliens. I mean, it makes sense seeing like the chamber that we're in, right? This makes me think like the alien layer. White layer, yeah, layer.
This one's mine.
Happy sweet.
Let me show you what my art can do. Rise and shine.
No dawn shall break this night. Not today!
Do we know who those red people are in Xenoblade 3, by the way?
Negative gate!
Glacial spear.
Hey, I dodged that. Because I thought I did.
Swallow blade! Rising Wyvern! Lunar Beam! Stardust! Mirage! Rising Wyvern! Swallow blade! Coming through! Ha!
All we know is they're called the console.
Scarlet Inferno!
Things are going very well. Happy Friday! It's Friday. Tomorrow is the weekend. I'm excited. We enjoyed playing Fire Emblem today, and now we're playing Tales, which I might be able to finish it on Sunday, maybe. We'll have to see. Whoa, that was cool. Now we're fighting the red women. Because it's not the red woman anymore. There's 3 of them. Oh, by the way, I missed Ice's. Ice, well, thank you so much for the resub. Sorry, I had my lips paused. How are you doing, Ice? Thank you. I hope you've been doing well. And Dak with a tier 2 and 88 months. Holy cow, that's a lot. That's a long time, both of you guys. Thank you so much for the resub. Are y'all doing anything fun this weekend? Dodging was the only thing I was terrible at doing in this. Dodging is a little difficult.
In a bind?
Bring you down. My natural defenses are fading. I'm a sitting duck.
Retreat from this battle.
Guys have a lot of HP. I'm chipping at them very slowly. Try harder. I hate when they summon these things out. I don't know which one is hitting me. Is it the one that I'm hitting? You're gonna sleep all weekend? That sounds wonderful. I probably won't be able to do that, but I would like to. I think I'm gonna hang out with my friend this weekend who I haven't seen in a while, which makes me happy. And then I have lots of decorating to do, which I'm even more excited about. Haha. Finalizing my packing and gear for 5-day solo hike. Oh, cool! Do you hike a lot? Just be careful. I wouldn't want anything bad happening. Ooh, you're gonna go see Thor, hopefully? Ooh! I still haven't seen... oh, I'm forgetting the movie. Tom Cruise movie? I want to see it. People constantly keep talking about it. I want to go see that movie. Dreaming of a Disney cruise? Oh, that sounds nice. I was watching a video earlier of a girl like just talking about her experiences as a child when her parents or their family would go to Disney World. And I was like, man, how cool. I never had that experience. But that's so cool. Rinwell and me are dead, so I'm gonna help out, I guess.
There. I'll thank you.
Okay, well we're under 50% now, so I need some more healing, but we don't have a lot. Here we go. Get some CP. Alright, Shion. I hike a lot if you want to call it hiking, but privately this will be my first longer trip. Oh, that sounds nice then. What's the thing you're most looking forward to on the hike? Is there like something specific you're wanting to see? Or maybe it's a hike to get all the way to the top and then all the way back down. Thought I'd say Rinwell for Hoodle. Just for Hoodle. It's not like we need him or anything. Or need her or anything. Yeah, I would like to go to Disney World one day. Oh, look at that. Hey, 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 I dodged that.
I'll be saving this one.
Eternal devastation! Ignite!
More where that came from.
Eternal devastation!
Annihilation. The views mostly, but also just doing something by myself, my own terms. That's nice too. You don't have to worry about anybody. And the only person keeping you down would be yourself, and then that's usually always forgiven. You're like, I'm tired. I'll relax. I don't have to go. I'm thinking. Stuff like that. Don't have to worry about people complaining. I'm tired. No, heal me! Heal! Oh god. A glowy and bluey. Oh no!
I couldn't make it in time.
Hey, I dodged that. Oh, look at that. Nice. I was able to do it before I died again.
Scarlet Inferno!
I'll bring you back from
Wow.
You're mine!
I'll
You're
bring you back
finished!
from death.
Okay, hold on. Let me heal. I'll do a grape. Ooh, yum. Grape. Full HP. You saw the recent Thor movie and wasn't a fan, but that's just me. Ooh, I wonder. Oh, I'm curious why. Oh, tell me why you didn't like it. There's some stuff in there that was like, ah. I didn't want to talk too much about it because I didn't want to spoil anything for those who haven't seen it yet. How many of these dang red womans are there? 3, I think.
In a bind?
That's why it's so nice about yourself. You also have your own opinions and well-being to think about. Yeah. The one thing that I always get nervous about. Whoa! Here we go. This app. Don't step in front of it, Alpin. Oh my god.
You'll pay for that!
Holy cow, everybody's dead. We gotta revive some people.
Take this! Burn in hell! I can carve through.
Water, hear my call. Seal.
That's my last pineapple gel. Hold on, Theon. Don't die yet. Let me just heal everybody. There. There you go. Now we won't struggle so hard. Please no spoilers. Yeah, don't worry. We won't say anything. Paige can always just DM me on Discord and ask. Or tell me. I remember when I went to see Doctor Strange, I heard a lot of criticism of the movie before seeing it. I understood it. The things it got criticized for were things I actually liked though. Oh yeah. I feel like movies are so subjective to the people. Whoa! To the people watching. There's lots of things that I really enjoyed about movies that people were like, yeah, it sucks. And I was like, this is amazing! Can you hit LB to see their level? LB? I don't... What? LB doesn't... See, I can't see their level if I hit LB. Oh, keep it pressed? She's level 48. Sorry, I hidden behind my webcam. Didn't realize you can hold LB and see that. What level am I? Wait, why did you need to know? Woo! I did it! Part 2 maybe.
Surrender! Fighting is useless now!
Do you think it's really over?
No. Ooh, what's happening?
Astral energy. Watch out! They've got something up their sleeve!
What?
It's self-destructed?
Alphen!
I'm okay. Just a little roughed up.
You had me worried there.
Who said you could touch that?
Vholran's still alive.
Damn it! He's awake!
I should
He
have
was like
thought
in a
as
daze
much.
or something.
So you know this place? Naturally. It was built for me, after all.
Built for you?
We'll save that for another time. More pressing is how I'm going to tear you apart.
No, I don't want to fight you
Even
again.
after all this time, you still insist on hating me? You cut me down. Sovereign or not, you will pay for that.
I'll cut you down again then, man.
You're obviously bluffing. You can't even move right now.
Really, is that what you think?
Oh, way to antagonize him, Shion.
Did you really think that such a petty device could hold me?
Are you going to claim it's because you're a ruler? Be it sovereigns or lords. In the end, they're all titles given by someone else.
Plus, what kind of ruler would spend all his time chasing Alf, who happens to be another sovereign?
Idle prattle. I proved my worth and the Sovereign's powers were granted to me.
Were they really? We already know the title of Sovereign doesn't denote royalty. It is but an overblown codename for those with a designated part to play in these proceedings. You mentioned before that you were not the only one stolen from Dana, correct?
Yeah. There were countless. And every one of them besides me died.
All of those failed experiments, and they still kept going back to Dana. There must have been some vital reason their subject had to specifically be a Danan. Then there were the records we found in the library, for you and Vholran. They were logged 300 years apart, and yet the data they took from you was exactly the same. Which leads us to a single conclusion.
Then you mean Vholran was kidnapped just like Alphen? But then he became a...
A slave from Dana. Just like us. Isn't that right? Vholran.
Dang!
So he posed as a Renin and caused all that suffering to his own people?
How could you? If you knew the pain of being a slave, why would you inflict that upon others?
Renin and Dana are meaningless distinctions. Me and everyone else. That is all that matters.
Can you speak up?
I will stand above all others and take what is rightfully mine, starting with this.
Oh!
A red woman.
Another one?
One?
Give your master back on Rena this message. No one makes a fool of me. Let them know I'll make them suffer.
Don't do it!
Oh crap. Man, we were so close.
Serenus Alva!
Whoa.
It's too late. You can't stay here.
We need to go. Alphen!
Bye, loser. No! Oh my god, you guys. Leaving Shion behind. Crap, I shouldn't have said bye, loser. I jinxed it. Just run and jump. You got this. Don't leave her. You're really gonna run and jump? Oh my god, she is. There's no way. But this is so pretty though. Yay. Yay, it worked. Oh, right. Nobody else tried to help. Because I was like, why isn't anybody else helping? Duh. Man, that's an iron grip, guys.
But no, I will be your shadow no matter where you try to run.
Then stay my shadow, punk.
Let's go.
Never forget, I am the one who devours everything, who answers to neither spirit nor man. My word is law. I am.
Dead?
Are you two okay?
Nah,
Yeah.
he's not dead. They didn't show
We'll be
his
fine.
body.
Is
Freaking
Vholran...
evil Claude.
Have we finally seen the last of him?
We can but hope.
If you say so.
Those red women. What the heck was their deal?
I don't know.
Could
We
they be the
fought
ones
them.
behind all this? The same ones who put those soldiers in Faria in a trance?
You know what? They said talk to your people
What,
back on
those brainless
Rena.
things?
So are we gonna go to
Either
Rena?
way, they've done a runner with the Renis Alma. Damn it, that's the second time now.
Whatever's stolen from us, we'll steal it back. The
Because
future's
we're on
ours to
Lenegis,
protect.
but
And right now, those things are what's standing in our way. We can head them off at Rena.
see,
Did you say Rena?
we are going to Rena. I called it.
Vholran mentioned a master of theirs holed up in the motherland somewhere.
Yeah, there we go.
If that monstrous form's their true identity, I shudder to think who they take orders from.
Yeah. There's
Yeah,
a good chance it's not human. That's for sure.
that's what I was thinking.
So this thing over on Rena. That's what's
Maybe
really
we
behind
saw
all
it.
this, huh?
We did
They
see
have
like
the
the
Renis Alma in their grasp
thorn
already, so it's
thing.
unlikely they'll have cause to return to Dana. I agree that Rena's our best shot.
Holy cow! So we're going to Rena now.
Then we're agreed.
Wow.
Let's head back to the
We're
starship.
going to Rena. I didn't even really think that was a
Seriously,
place
I was
that
not
was
expecting
possible.
Vholran to actually be here.
He seemed to care not one whit about Renans or Danans.
Yeah, and not in a good way like with us.
Nice. Is this an anime Robin Hood? Not really.
I didn't see that coming about Vholran.
Not quite.
As for those red women, to think they were monsters all along.
Tell me about it. One minute they look perfectly human. Next thing you know, they're not actually human at all.
They
Right.
definitely weren't Renan or Danon. I'm not even sure language would get through to them.
So what were they then? Human Zoogle hybrids?
Is the most terrifying thing anyone said all day.
Oh God.
How about you, Shion? Dohalim? You ever seen anything like that before?
No, never. However, if they're the same as the Red Woman we've seen with Vholran, I think it's safe for us to assume they understand our language at the very least.
They do, right? Because
I had just so
Vholran
much
was
I
like,
wanted to
"Tell
ask
your
them."
leader."
About Rena and Shion's thorns.
Unfortunately, they blew themselves up before we got the chance. Why would they do such a thing, though? To take us with them? Or in order to keep something hidden?
Both sound plausible to my ears. They took off with the Renis Alma too, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Right.
And the next time we meet them, we're going to make sure they tell us everything they know.
You would think after the first time of them not being able to get the Renis Alma that they would be a little bit more careful, because literally the Red Woman has stolen it twice from them. Or I guess taken it twice. You like Alphin's ceremonial costume? I know, it looks cool, huh? Will the planet do be above the planet in the skybox of the game the whole time? True, But I guess I don't know, I guess I never really thought that was gonna be a destination, but it makes so much sense. Please tell me I can just teleport. Oh, you kidding? This game is notorious for making me walk all the way back to the beginning of like these dungeons. Alphen was just standing there like he could have taken it. I know. He was just like, so sparkly. Yep, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Yep. But it's okay. It's the cutscene boss, right? Never win. Okay? Never win with the cutscene boss. At least this is all like teleportation or teleporting things. And there wasn't any beasts or Zoogles to fight, really. So, all good. Skyward Sword has way more dungeon backtracking. Yeah, you're right. But I don't know, it was a part of the game though, it felt like. Ooh, look at this. Wait, does that mean I have to fight something out here? If that's why it gave me that? Okay, hold on, let me save. Ooh, I think the big monster is gonna be that thorn monster, red dragon looking thing that I saw. I saw it before in a cutscene. I swear that's the thing that we're gonna fight with. Oh, crap. Okay, I take it back about Zoogles. Or there being none. Ah! Oh wait, watch this.
Won't be easy. Don't be such a pessimist.
I can run around and escape. Ah! That's cool. Backtracking in RPGs, bread and butter. Oh, is RPG? Oh, okay. I think so. Ah. Red dragon. To be honest, I don't know if it's a red dragon. I'm like so over fighting. I don't want to fight. I'm gonna go around the circle. I'm gonna inspect the perimeter and inspecting the perimeter. I don't know what it was, one renegade. It looks kind of like a dragon, but it just looked like a demon, I guess. Or like a demon. I'll take that. Ooh, a recipe. What was that? Shortbread recipe?
This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
My lord!
Leave the charges to me!
You sound nice. Then you leave me no choice.
Feisty one, eh?
It's gonna be crazy. I'm just assuming. Unless we're gonna meet like somebody that actually speaks. Well, they know our language, so they're gonna be able to speak to us. Feel it. Excuse me, coming through. Yay, we made it. Civilian Park Zone.
What the? When did it get pitch dark all of a sudden?
The lights are all out. Think it has something to do with the explosion back in the Forbidden Zone? Doe?
You two.
He called
Faria,
Doe?
Avakir. Thank goodness you're safe.
Avakir filled me in about everything. About how I ambushed you all.
She doesn't remember a thing, so she really was being controlled.
He told me about Tarnigan, too. Is it true?
What difference does it make? What's done is done.
stop casting me off, just for once.
Faria, not now. It can wait. Dohalim, Lenegis is in grave peril.
So I can see.
Wow, he shut her up.
It's the city's core reactor. It's damaged. Some of the basic systems we've managed to keep online, but complete restoration's still a way off.
You're an elite technician, though. You can fix it, right?
If so, then what's the problem?
Panic's begun to set in among the citizens. Until now, whenever something like this happened, the Sovereign would issue a decree. But this time, not so much as a peep. Any longer, and we run the risk of riots breaking out before we can get things back up and running.
Should we, like, step in
Forget
then?
the Sovereign. I doubt you'll be hearing from him anytime soon.
What's that supposed to mean? Do you know something I don't?
Suffice it to say, the Sovereign isn't the kind of ruler we thought he was. That is, if he ever even existed.
The music.
Which is looking doubtful at this stage.
Are you out of your mind? Why, if people knew that a lord such as yourself was whispering such blasphemy, they'd...
There's no time to explain now. It sounds like we need to find a way to keep Lenegis from spiraling out of control.
We need to stop that riot.
But how do we do that?
Riots feed on discontent and unrest, right? So if we want to keep the peace, we just need to put people's minds at ease.
Maybe
At ease.
pretend to be.
Like by letting them
he
hear
should be-
directly from someone they trust. That's it. Who's the highest-ranking person in Lenegis right now?
Dohalim.
Lenegis wouldn't have a next in line. After all, you said the Sovereign rules over everyone directly, right?
Wait, is
Correct.
he gonna take
The
charge
closest
then?
thing to an authority figure would be a lord. And the only one left is...
Me.
Ah. Very well then. Avakir, you mentioned a few facilities were still online. Which ones?
We got to help them now, chat, even though they're super racist people.
Why hasn't the Sovereign said anything?
Please, won't somebody explain what's going on?
Is it over? What's going to happen to all of us?
Heed me now, fellow Renans of Lenegis. It is I, Lord Dohalim Ilkaris of Eldaman and Sia.
Look, up there! It's Lord Dohalim!
Hold on! He should be in the crown contest! Shouldn't he? Why isn't the Sovereign talking to us?
The Sovereign is seeing to other matters right now. In my capacity as Lord, I speak to you in his stead. You're afraid. As people so often are when faced with the unknown. I hope you'll allow me to put your fears to rest. The city's core reactor has experienced a malfunction. However, we have our top engineers attending to the matter, and things will soon be back to normal. I know that you feel abandoned, perhaps more scared and alone than ever before. But I ask you all to keep one thing in mind. You are Lenegis, not the lords and sovereign. The solidarity of its citizens is the mortar that holds it together. If we don't allow ourselves to be distracted by our differences, if we put our hearts and minds together and stand as one, I am confident we will find new hope. I would be honored to stand with you. Not as a person of loftier rank, but as another human being among men. I hope that you'll lend me your strength, for if we can persevere as one, I know a bright tomorrow awaits.
Wow. Oh, it worked. Wait, how did everything turn on? Wait, it worked?
Your speech seems to have done the trick. Looks like the city won't be descending into chaos after all.
Oh, that's good.
I only pray the relief will tide the city over for the time being.
What you said earlier, about the Sovereign possibly not even existing, was it true?
No, I lied to you.
It's still too premature to
Stupid.
say with any certainty, but I believe so.
Question
This
that.
whole time, this world we've been fed was a lie.
Stupid.
Built on nothing but falsehoods.
But it can't all have been.
Girl, if
I
you
can believe
don't
it.
shut your mouth, I'm gonna shove this
After
pin.
everything
I'm
I
gonna shove
saw
my
in the
notes
Forbidden
down
Zone,
your throat so
what
then
they
you can
did to
see.
Faria, it's the only explanation that makes sense.
But what
Noise.
about hierarchy, Avakir? Authority? The very foundations of Renan society?
Yeah, those can all just be shoved up your
How can we
butt.
live without someone to guide us?
Oh my god.
I'd say we found someone capable of doing just that.
How
wouldn't
can we
you?
not live without somebody holding our hand? We can't think on our own. What are we gonna do? Oh my god.
You can't be serious.
What do you mean you
I
can't
have
be
business I
serious?
must take care of first.
You just
But once everything is over,
this girl
I shall return.
on my nerves.
Not as your sovereign, nor as a leader the likes of which the people here are used to, I think.
But how else do you propose to rule?
I'm not sure yet. All I have is a feeling that here in Lenegis, a new dawn is on the verge of breaking.
What
One
about
in which people won't be
Misskyliee?
judged by birthright or on the power of their astral arts, but on other things. More important things. Things like, oh, I don't know, musical talent, for example.
Aww.
When I bumped into you after all those years, I said you were no different. But I was wrong. Truth is, you were always different. I feel like maybe now I can finally begin to accept Turnagain's death. To see a future.
You go finish whatever it is you've
That's
got
good.
to do. I'll hold down the fort here in Lenegis till you get back.
Thank you.
It only took how many years? How many years did that take? Thank you, Ben. Thanks, one
I guess you're not going to make it to Menancia for the foreseeable future, huh?
Yep.
Indeed. Forgive me.
The people of Menancia can look after themselves just fine. It's the ones here on Lenegis who need someone to guide them. Besides, with you leading the people here, it'll help spread the idea of coexistence beyond Menancia's borders that much faster.
Hopefully.
Sounds like you're in it for the long haul.
How could I not be, after the second chance that I've been granted? From this day forth, I shall dedicate myself to the future inhabitants of this world. Though the memories of the departed shall remain forever in my heart.
Remember, you're going to be leading the people here, not ruling them.
True enough. Whatever would I do without you, Kisara?
With or without her, I suspect you're gonna have your hands full when the time comes. We should be heading back to the ship. Business on Rena awaits.
Okay, now we fixed Lenegis. Time to go to Rena. If you were to initiate a coup and switch the ruler, he might not like it, but he would be the best person for that throne. George Washington wasn't happy being president either. The only reason why I know that is because of the Hamilton,
Looks like the people of
I learned
Lenegis
a
can
lot
rest
in the
easy.
Hamilton
I couldn't have done it without your words of encouragement,
musical.
Locke.
Hey,
But I
you're
love
the one
that.
who
I
made
love
the
Hamilton.
speech.
Oh,
I think
so good.
everybody can share the credit here.
Alright, one's own master.
In one sense, when all is said and done, perhaps I have been a slave this whole time too.
You, a Renan lord? How do you figure that exactly?
I was complicit in the Renan system, bound by its values, resigned to being swept along, without the resolve to take a stand. And when I realized the severity of my mistake, all I longed for was punishment. A lord. And yet my first instinct was to place my fate in the hands of others.
I think I can relate. I couldn't stand watching my people bow and scrape their way through life, but I didn't know what else I could do about it either. The ability to think for yourself and be your own master, that's what separates a slave from a free person. At least, that's what Law's dad Zephyr used to say. Zephyr taught me how to fight. But in doing so, he also taught me how to live.
Even if it means stumbling along the way. If it's on a road of our own choosing, free of regret. Why, that's the road of freedom. Or, to put it another way, so long as his heart is compromised, even the loftiest of kings is no freer than a slave. I think I finally understand now. This Zephyr character sounds like he was a wise man indeed. I only wish I could have met him.
There's just so much I wish I could ask him, especially now. I wonder, have I been correctly carrying on the torch that he passed to me?
New outfit? Yeah! It's the ceremony outfit. It just kind of appeared on us. Naori touched my butt and then put clothes on me. At least her memory did.
How long have you known?
Does that make sense?
Known what?
About the darkness I carry inside me. You seem to have been aware of it for quite some time now.
Why ask me now? What does it matter? But yes, I have. I've pretty much known that something was gnawing at you ever since we left Menancia.
So basically since the very start of our journey then. Just when I thought I couldn't feel more ashamed.
Leave the past where it belongs. We have no need for it now. You're forging ahead. That's what matters. If my brother could see you, he'd be proud.
Aww.
Not as proud as he would be of his sister, I'm sure.
Well then, just as well it's not a competition, huh?
Cute. Oh my god, how many are there?
Kisara? Anyone at home in there?
Take 5 steps. Take no steps, actually.
Sorry. Did I look distracted?
Among other things. To be entirely honest, I couldn't tell whether you were smiling or frowning.
You were thinking about Dohalim, weren't you?
That obvious, huh? I was just thinking how good it is to see him moving forward at last. It was always so infuriating, knowing how capable he could be if he just put his mind to it. A prisoner trapped in a cage of his own self-doubt. But now, he's finally beginning to spread his wings. I'm happy for him.
So, then why do you look so sad?
Oh, I don't know if I'd say sad. There's a bittersweetness to it, I guess. It's good and strange, knowing that he won't be needing me anymore. It probably sounds weird, doesn't it? I have this massive worry off my mind. I should be jumping up and down for joy, right?
Must be that maternal instinct of yours at work.
Rinwell's right. You're like a mother bird, finally letting go as her child takes his first shaking and nervous flight from the nest.
Look at Hoodle's eyes.
That's one way to look at it. I wouldn't like to see Dohalim's face if he heard you say that. All this has made me realize I can't allow myself to become a prisoner of my own making like he was. If Dohalim can forge his own path ahead, then I can too. I won't be left behind.
Yeah. I wouldn't ship them, actually. Kind of wrong when he ruled over her. Yeah. The whole Kisara Dohalim thing, like the game I think wants you to do it, but I kind of like, I think the only people I ship is Rinwell and Law and Shion and Alphen. But we'll see. Alright, where is our ship? Oh, we have to go back here. To residential. Okay, so we just gotta keep going. You ship yourself with Kisara? Okay. We go here? No. Get out of the way, people. I'm trying to save the world. You're in my way. Okay, this is it. I think if she was his hand of the king per se, it would be alright. I mean, they kind of took at the beginning, like they're like, oh, we're all equal before they set on their journey. But I mean, he kind of killed her brother, sort of. So I saw her first. Oh, Jai or FN, I think you have competition. Alright. Time to go to Rena. So Rena, didn't I ask before we went here? I was like, what is the giant planet behind them? Oh! Must have been Rena. Who'd have thought? Ah! Alive! I love reminding me of the people that died in the story. Stop it. Alright. Time to head to Rena to figure out who has been doing this mess. Wait, where do I go? Okay, here. If Kisara and Dohalim were king and queen, I'm 100% sure Kisara would be running everything the vast majority of the time. You think so? Bring me some apple juice. What is... Oh, I'm blind. I was like, where's the stairs? Are they talking to each other? What are they doing? Staring at each other?
I thought we'd find answers on Lenegis, but we just ended up finding more questions.
You can say that again. And now we have more problems to fix too. Like figuring out how to reform Lenegis.
We gotta fix everything. The
That
whole
can wait
world
for
is
now.
screwed.
We've got more than enough on our plates to deal with as it is. Like figuring out who's really running the show on Rena.
Yeah. Which is why we're going to the Renan homeworld.
All the answers we've been looking for are on that planet. The person responsible for all this. The Red Woman and the Renaissance. The answers have to be there.
What if it's a nice little old
Are we
lady that's
prepared
like,
to finally
oh,
find them?
have they not been playing nice?
So, what do we do first when we get there?
We know nothing about the Renan homeworld or what we might face once we arrive. We should get a feel for how things are on the ground before we take any serious steps.
It's also entirely possible that the first thing we're going to face is an attack.
If we come across a capital,
True.
we should...
What? Oh, that's not good. She freaking scared me. God, Manuel. The Reddit homeworld? Yes. Crap! What are you doing? Oh no! She's taking our energy! No! I'm melting! No! My energy! Ooh! What happened? She teleported me? What? Why is there so many? Man, we fought 3 and that took so long to fight 3 of them. Do you see how many that was? The heck? Oh my god, where do they take us? They take us to like the end of space.
Damn! The hell just happened?
Now we have to travel even further.
Our course has been altered. The coordinates are pointing to a different destination.
What's that?
Uh-oh. Man, these people are way too strong for us. We should just give up.
Accepting my commands. The engine is being shut down.
That's bad, right?
Yes, that's
Quite
bad.
We've lost control of the ship.
Is all of this the Red Women's doing?
Red Women.
Are they trying to finish us off before we can land?
Everyone! Look there!
Show me. It's not even a planet. It's a shield. It's a planet. It's a weapon. Oh no, what's going on? Oh no! They... No. No. Not again. We have to fight that plant again. Oh my god, that's when Lenegis got messed up. Oh, it's eating. Uh-oh. Whoa, it's a flower. That's actually really pretty. Oh, it's blooming. It's blooming. The water is all the energy of Dana. Whoa. It's sucking our planet dry. And we're just sitting there watching.
A flower blooming out of Rena?
But that flower looks like it's absorbing all of Dana's energy.
Pretty
And
much.
it appears Lenegis is serving as a conduit for that energy to reach here. Could that have been its true purpose all along?
If that's true, do you think the people back on Lenegis are all right?
Oh god, I hope so.
We
We
can
literally
only pray
just
that they
left.
are.
Damn it! Haven't they taken enough already? When is this going to end?
Yeah, it looks like a monster took a big chunk out of the
flower of
planet.
oblivion.
Yeah, you're right. It's like an apple core. But it's a flower. The flower of oblivion.
With everything that's happening, we need to get back to Lenegis. Is the ship still offline?
Wait, we need to go back to Lenegis?
Unfortunately, yes. Even more so than when it lay dormant.
Can you fix it?
Starships are extremely complex machines. One wrong move while we're out here in space could very well cost us our lives.
So what? We're just stuck inside here, floating around? For how long?
I don't believe this. We've made it all this way, and now we're stuck here? We're watching Dana die before our eyes. We have no choice but to sit here and starve to death?
Law, calm down. You're not the only one who's worried here.
Right. Sorry.
Thanks, Orca. It looked like it got
Still too
chomped.
early to give up. There has to be a way to get out of this.
Alphen.
Now what?
The starship, it's back online?
No, this is different. Something is pulling our ship in towards it.
There's a giant octopus monster in space. Wait, oh wait, what's this? Is this another Lenegis? Another, like, starship? Oh. What the heck's going on?
We managed to get moving, but where are we?
It looks like Lenegis in here.
Do you think we might run into more Renans here? Or those red women?
Perhaps. Someone brought us here. The question is, who?
We haven't been ambushed, so that probably means they aren't hostile. Still, why would anyone want to bring us here?
Hey, Shion!
If
They
they
wanna
wanted to
sell
attack
us
us,
Girl
they could have
Scout
done
cookies.
so while we were back on the starship. We should see where this path takes us.
Girls on a mission, might as well keep going. Listener, chop chop, go go. Aliens.
Ah, Shion, just in the nick of time. Here, lend me a hand while I...
No!
What the... Oh, right. The thorns. My bad.
No, I'm the one who should apologize. I overreacted.
Again, Law? Can't you even go a minute without putting your foot in your mouth?
Seriously, it's fine. I'd rather that than people feeling like they're walking on eggshells around me.
Yeah, that's better.
Besides, I'm the one who should be vigilant about not touching you guys, not
like
the other way around.
Saga with long cutscenes.
Actually, I've been meaning to ask.
I think all Tales games
not
are like
being able
this.
to touch people. Does it ever get lonely sometimes?
What do you mean, does it ever get lonely?
I guess I never really thought about it in those terms.
What?
It was either accept it for what it was or come undone. Before long, it was just part of my everyday reality. I think I even forgot there was another way to live. Which isn't to say I didn't feel alone. I did. Always.
So numb to your reality, you couldn't even recognize it as loneliness? I don't know how you managed.
That's lonely.
It's fine. I know I'm not alone anymore.
But I can't even touch you. No way of lending you a shoulder when you're down? Even Alphen.
I mean, Alphen could do it.
I appreciate the
You guys
concern.
can do it too. Right?
Until I get rid of these thorns,
Just
I guess
gotta
I'll have to put up with it just a
withstand
little longer.
but
not
attack.
forever. Alphen promised me that. Maybe it'll be soon, maybe it won't be. But either way, the day will come. And I'll be ready when it does.
Yeah, just hang in there. One day, we'll share a big warm hug. You'll see. I promise.
That's cute. Again. It's not that simple.
Boo! Ah, what the? Are you out of your mind?
I love that it
Isn't the time
shakes
for games,
to
Rinwell?
show that he got scared.
Come on. How am I supposed to resist with you looking all jittery like that?
It's called experiencing feelings appropriate to the situation. You ought to try it sometime.
Yeah, but seeing you act all nervous, you're making me start to feel nervous too.
Oh, sorry.
Staying alert is important, but too much caution can cloud your judgment. Try to strike a balance.
Alphen endures the pain, but the others I don't think.
I still can't get over what we saw
They could
happening
do it
outside
too if they
the
put their
starship.
hearts to it.
Yeah.
And minds.
Our planet's
Hearts
really
and
not doing
minds.
too hot right about now.
I've only ever seen Rena from the surface of Dana, so I figured it was just another round planet like ours. Still though, I never would have imagined Rena actually looked like that. And what's the deal with that giant flower coming out of it?
Beats me. I have absolutely no clue. It's so surreal. It looks like a broken egg or something.
Rena and Dana. We were taught that both worlds were spherical bodies that floated amongst the stars in the heavens. But to think that they lied to us not only about the Sovereign and the crown contest, but also the form of our own planet.
Dohalim.
Okay. Who's the wise
For
guy
real,
that
the
summoned
form
us
of their
here?
own planet.
Someone formidable enough to bring our starship along with us.
They must be here somewhere. Let's find
Maybe
them.
they want our starship and that's why. Bye, one renegade.
That beam of light joining Dana and Rena. It was the Renan side that it first came from, right?
That's what it looked like. And then the Danon side responded.
Perhaps it was some kind of directive from the Renan homeworld? To reawaken the Wedge and Lenegis?
Which would mean that whoever's behind all this is on Rena after all. But what are they after? Is it really worth going through all this trouble just to steal Dana's energy?
Try to stay calm. With so many factors we don't understand, dwelling on it won't get us anywhere.
You think it's like trying to bloom like a new
What is it?
planet? Or something?
No, it's just... Zephyr once told me the same thing. So much for me making progress, huh?
You made it this far, didn't you? You notice something, you change it. That's all anyone can do. But you can't stand still in the meantime.
Alright. Let's go to the central level? Central level. What is it? Okay, let's go here. Nice. Ooh, what's gonna happen? Here, I should save. Why is this? What is this? DSS! Thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs! Oh, an Evo! I didn't see it. Oh, there we go. Oh, you're right above the DSS. Creating a new world is not something that should be taken lightly. They'll definitely want to plan it. Oh my god, Evo. I swear to god. What is this? I don't need this. Thank you for the 52 months. And DSS, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Oh wow, 3 people in that. Been here for a while. Thank you. Thank you so much, DSS. Thank you. Thank you for helping me hit my goal. Close to my goal. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Are we gonna meet the creator of Ren? Is there somebody in that little
place looks a lot
tube?
like that room we saw back in the Forbidden Zone.
Maybe not.
Huh? What's that?
He's purple. It's like the red woman, but purple woman.
A red woman in disguise. Or is this their true form?
So it was a trap?
It doesn't look like it can move. Tell me, are you the one who brought us here?
Yeah, seeing that's
That
a
is
yes.
correct.
Oh.
It is unusual for me to have unexpected guests these days.
What the heck? Who is this?
He can talk.
I'm gonna call him Purple Man. Purple People Eater.
What are you?
Hvrect 35.
Oh, never mind. How do you spell that? What?
Hvrect 35. Is that your name?
Correct.
What is this place? No, wait, before that, just what exactly are you? Are you somehow associated with the Red Women?
Before I answer, I have a question for you. How did you all arrive in this sector?
What?
We did not come to this place by choice. Our ship was brought here against our will, by a group of red women who can shift into the same form as you.
In that case, we can assume my brethren who serve the Great Spirit have deemed you all to be a threat most grave.
What do you mean, serve? Are you saying there really is someone more powerful than the Red Women, pulling their strings?
What did you do to us?
I examined your bodies. You have not been harmed in any way. Identifiers detected. The Sovereign and Maiden are among you. However, you aren't under its control. I see why they viewed you as a danger now.
Oh goody, more riddles.
Do you think we can trust this thing?
Like it or not, it may be our best chance at a ticket out of here. Let's at least hear it out.
I shall now answer your questions. We are Helganquil.
What?
The Red Women you encountered previously are a form of disguise we employ from time to time, but not our true form.
Helganquil?
You are on Dake Phasal, a celestial
What?
base which drifted here by accident. The will of Rena's Great Spirit no longer reaches us here. Since my sudden separation from the Great Spirit's influence, I have used any and all means to extend my lifespan. As I have done so, I have also set out to monitor and research Rena and Dana from this position.
A question. What is this great spirit of which you speak? Is it something that rules over your kind?
Correct. The Great Astral Spirit is a large mass of astral energy that fills all of Rena, one with its own will, a voice we cannot refuse.
A voice? Just like Dana.
The voice of the Great Spirit speaks to our hearts directly, and we have served it without question throughout the ages.
Does that mean it was controlling your minds? Wait a second. Could this great spirit be the true sovereign of Rena?
The true ruler of Rena. It could be the same thing that's controlling Vholran.
Wait, back up. You're telling us this great spirit of yours is the one that ordered you things to harvest the astral energy from Dana? I'm not sure I believe that.
Why not? We've already made contact with the will of Dana back in the Wedge, and in the Forbidden Zone on Lenegis. If Dana has a will of its own, I don't see why Rena wouldn't.
Maybe not, but think about what you're saying. If Dana has a will like Rena, then that would mean that we've been controlled by the voice of Dana this whole time, just like these things.
Dana's will hasn't been forcing us to do anything.
Yeah, but...
Let's assume that what Hevrek 35 claims is true, and that we are indeed cut off from both planets. Even if we had previously been under the control of Dana's will, we would have noticed now that we are disconnected.
Your fear is not based in logic. The voice of Dana is much smaller and quieter compared to that of Rena's great spirit.
Oh.
Rena's astral energy is amassed at its center, whereas Dana's is shared among all its constituents. So thinly is that energy spread that it cannot coalesce and formulate a will. Our findings here indicate as much.
Which explains why we felt its will where we did. The Wedge and Lenegis are where so much of that energy had been accumulated.
The Great Spirit's desire is to consume all astral energy, and the pursuit of that desire is why you see Rena in its current state. As a result, it has turned its attention toward Dana.
Is that why the crown contest is necessary? So that the Great Spirit can feed off of Dana?
Indeed, and it was to that end that we Helganquil devised the crown contest. Had the initial spirit channeling from 300 years ago succeeded, all of Dana's astral energy would have been seized.
But the ceremony failed. Lenegis was severely damaged, and you lost both the Sovereign and the Renasalma.
Correct. A change in plan was required to ensure the spirit channeling success. However,
They are aliens.
recreating the Renis Alma required a vast amount of energy. That is why we turned to Dana.
So that was the real purpose behind the crown contest. An efficient means to harvest the necessary energy from Dana.
Oh.
This is all happening because of me.
Oh my god, shut up.
Nevertheless, you still haven't answered one of Alphen's original questions. Just why have you brought us here to your base, Hevrek 35?
First, it was to confirm the identities of you, my unexpected visitors. Second, it was to ascertain whether you would be likely to accept my request.
A request? But what could someone like you want us to...
I wish for you all to slay the Great Spirit.
Whoa, okay.
I'm sorry, did you just ask us to kill your master?
I did. It is in your best interest that you do so, I might add.
What makes you say that?
Lenegis has entered the final stage of the spirit channeling plan. As we speak, Dana's energy is being harvested en masse and transmitted to Rena. If nothing is done about the Great Spirit, it will not be long before all is lost.
You're saying the destruction we saw earlier is just the beginning? That...
We won't let that happen.
Why do you want us to kill the Great Spirit so badly? Is it to save our world? To free you, Helganquil, from under its control? Why?
No. My primary concern is validating our findings and analysis, which have taken many years to realize. As such, it is my desire to see how your actions impact and change these systems. However, I will not deny that vengeance also plays a part.
Vengeance.
Vengeance? For what?
In spite of our long service to the Great Spirit, our species is on the brink of extinction.
Oh.
You mean... you're dying?
At this stage, it would be wise for you to talk with the others. Ask them what you need to know. Once you have your answer, return to me. If you agree to help, I shall fix your ship.
Others? Just how many of you are there?
I am the only Helganquil who inhabits Dake Phasal.
Hey! Hey!
This is Alien Quad? What?
It's no use. I think it's done talking to us.
Oh, okay.
Let's take a look around.
What? Oh my god! That was a huge lore bomb. Okay, so the people that created the crown contest that have been serving the master, aka the Great Spirit, is the Helganquil. And Hevrecht is that guy's name. And then this place that we're on is called the Dake Phasal. And he wants to get vengeance because his people are becoming extinct. Wah! Thanks, Mr. Willis. He was Sephiroth 2.0 and now he's the weird alien thing. Wait, that really is Claude's voice actor again? Wait, what? Really? This whole game session has been a lore dump. It has. I like it though. But, woo.
You can't seriously be buying anything that creature told us, right? I mean, it's practically blackmailing us into doing its dirty work.
To be honest, the conversation went on for so long, I'm not sure I understood all of it. How about you, Dohalim? Were you able to follow it at all?
At the very
She's
least,
like me.
everything it's said about the Renan Great Spirit adds up. At the end of the day, this whole chain of events comes back to astral energy. That being said, had we not previously encountered the will of Dana, I suspect I would find its story much more difficult to believe.
The spirit of Rena wants to see Dana completely destroyed.
But why? Astral energy is supposed to be a force that creates and shapes the world.
It doesn't matter. I don't care if we're up against an entire world or what its game is. We're not going to let it destroy Dana.
Right.
There is one other thing that concerns me. How the Great Spirit, the Helganquil, and the Crown Contest are all part of a centuries-long plan is clear enough. But what about the Renans? How do they factor into all this?
Yeah.
Now that you mention it, and all that talk, Hevrecht 35 never even brought up the Renans once. And as for the Helganquil, we never did find out just what they are either.
Maybe it had a reason for keeping its silence. Or perhaps there's even more going on. Maybe the others will shed more light on the matter.
Yeah, that's what I figured. He wants us to talk to
Let's
other
find
people.
out.
Where are they? Upper level, maybe? Understatement of the century. Well, I'm excited to see. Henfrecht, what? What was that? Henfrecht, what? Whoa, we're that far away. What? Where is everybody? Okay, maybe I'm not supposed to be up here? Heck? Wait, where are you? Hevrecht 35. I had a last name though. Are these the people? These lights? Wait, where am I supposed to go? Maybe over here? No. This is takeoff. Lower level? What? No. What do you mean? These are the people, aren't they? Little alien dudes. They're just inside of them. I'm just kidding. Here we go. Oh!
Who are they?
What is it?
Oh, my apologies. It's just been so long since I've seen any humans from the outside world.
What the heck? This guy doesn't look like the other guy.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
I guess so.
The Overseer told us to answer any questions you might have.
The Overseer?
Whatever you want to know, we'll tell you as much as we can.
He's the Overseer?
But be quick. Our subjects are undergoing a dramatic shift that we don't want to miss.
Subjects?
What a weird guy.
He must have meant Vholran 35 when he mentioned that Overseer.
And what was that about subjects? You don't think he meant Dana and Rena, do you?
There isn't anyone else we can talk to. I guess we should ask around here.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Have you guys lived up here in Dag Fazel with Vholran 35 for a long time?
Yes. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head just how long it's been, though. We regularly go into stasis, so our sense of time has gotten rather out of whack over the years.
Stasis?
Why are you all even here in the first place?
Originally, this station was where we worked to perform maintenance on Lenegis from the outside.
We heard that the facility ended up in its current location due to an accident.
Oh, it was terrible. Apparently there was some kind of accident, and when help never arrived, they presumed the entire facility had been destroyed.
And you've been working for Vholran 35 ever since?
Well, at first we thought that there was nobody else inside the facility, but then it turned out the Overseer was there all along.
What do you mean?
The Helganquill have the technology to cloak themselves around us Renans.
Cloak?
As long as they don't do anything obvious, a Renan won't see one, even if it's right in front of them.
What?
Which would explain why Shion and I failed to notice the Red Women previously. Do they employ an astral art of some sort?
I haven't been able to scientifically confirm it for myself, but from what I understand, the type of cloaking they use is primarily achieved through mechanical means. In addition, they also used hypnosis devices and information control to get us to do what they wanted without being detected. It's a pretty sophisticated operation, especially since it avoids any unnecessary conflict. I have to imagine that's how Lenegis is still run.
But aren't the Helganquill themselves controlled by the Great Spirit? If so, why aren't Renans affected by it in the same way?
The Great Spirit's mind control only works on Helganquill, so they had to employ other means to manipulate us Renans.
Did you not
You act
listen
like
to
this
what
didn't
she's
affect
saying?
you personally. If I was you, I'd be mad as hell at their deceptions.
I mean, sure, I was surprised when I first found out about it, but it happened so long ago.
Vholran 35 has clearly ceased concealing itself, though. Why is that?
Who can say? My guess is it just got bored, or maybe even a little lonely.
Don't you want to go back home to Rena or Lenegis? Our ship is going to be fixed pretty soon. You could ride with us.
No way. If we went back after knowing the truth, they'd either just brainwash us or purge us outright. After all this time, there's nothing to be gained from going back. We've all agreed it'd be best to simply stay here and watch everything unfold instead.
Jeez.
Things are going just fine with the Overseer. Not that it'll be around much longer. It can't extend its life any further. That
Where's
said,
the other
I'm sure it's pleased to see the
Helganquill
final stage
quill?
of the plan before it passes on, though.
Thank you for answering our questions.
They said it like his kind is almost extinct. I'm guessing just the Red Women and him are the only people left.
Can we talk to you for a few minutes?
Sure. It's going to be a while before the two planets undergo their next shift, so I can talk until then.
Please, tell us what you know about the Helganquill.
You mean the Overseer's species? I can't say I know much about them.
Well, for starters, where'd they come from?
Where else? From Rena, obviously.
From Rena? Wait, are you telling us those things live right alongside the Renans down there?
Of course not. There's really no such thing as Renans in the first place.
Excuse me?
Oh, I thought the Overseer explained everything.
Apparently not.
Please, tell us more.
Well, in a nutshell, the Renans were originally created from Danans by the Helganquill.
Oh!
if that's true, then that would mean there aren't any people on Rena.
There aren't, but there are Helganquil. That's what the name literally means in their language, people of Rena.
But what need could they possibly have to create a whole new race of people?
It was a way to bolster their dwindling workforce. I trust you're aware that the Helganquil are on the verge of extinction, yes? In essence, we were created to carry on their work for the Great Spirit after they all die. They gathered Danans who had an affinity for astral arts and proceeded from there. That's why we, as their descendants, can all cast arts, albeit to varying degrees.
Let me get this straight. Are you saying Renans were originally created from Danans that the Helganquil kidnapped?
Wait, that explains why almost nobody can use astral arts on Dana now.
Helganquil technology is truly amazing. The way they alter their bodies is far less invasive than your conventional surgeries.
They have these tiny machines that are practically invisible, which they insert into their bodies and—
Enough! You needn't tell us anymore.
How can you speak so calmly about all of this?
I guess I can see how, when viewed in a certain light, their ways may sound grotesque. But if you ask me, I think they ultimately did us a favor. They saved us from crawling the earth in ignorance. If it meant their hands had to get a little dirty in the process, then so be it. Anyway, the Helganquil are the real Renans. Personally, I don't think it's such a big deal. They're also mostly the ones behind what you see going on between the two planets. I think that covers just about everything worth knowing.
I see. Thanks for filling us in.
Dang.
Does he really expect us to believe that Renans never truly existed? How absurd.
Dohalim. Just when I think we're getting to the bottom of it all, some new revelation smacks us in the face.
Then let's hope this is our last revelation for a while.
This is crazy. Hi, Sono. Oh my god. Wow, so the Helganquils are the evil people, but then they want us to... He wants us to help, but he wants us to destroy to get vengeance. This is crazy. Holy cow. What the heck? Hi, Vettel. The guy is so relaxed about it. He is. He's like, I'm not phased anymore. Okay. This game is great. It is. How's it going? It's going really well. Thanks, Jeremy. They are the real and only Renans. Wow, all the Renans talking mad snap about Danans when they literally are Danans. Wow.
Do you know anything about a spirit channeling plan?
If you mean the first plan from 300 years ago, then yes. Do you know what its main objective was?
Yes. It was to use Lenegis to siphon off Dana's astral energy and send it to Rena.
Exactly. However, there were two problems we had to consider. First was how to collect and send such a large quantity of astral energy without it becoming sentient.
Do they know
Second,
that
we had to figure out how to convert Dana's energy so it would be compatible with Rena.
Do they know?
I take it the solutions to those problems were to use the wedge for the collection, and then the Sovereign and Maiden to convert the energy.
We have a winner. However, the first plan failed when the Sovereign was overwhelmed and became frenzied. The reason for that is because the Maiden lost control. I'm told he slaughtered many Renans and Helganquil that day. For the next plan, we tried to recreate the Renaissance, but we didn't have nearly enough of the other non-dark astral energy types. To amend that, we set our sights on Dana and implemented a system whereby we could extract energy from it.
And the crown contest began.
Correct. Since the Maiden had been the failing point in the previous plan, it was decided to replace her role with machinery to avoid further mishaps. A new Sovereign had to be made as well. It was such tremendously difficult work. Its success was dubious. But from the look of things, it would appear such worries were unfounded.
So that's what the purpose of that room we found in the Forbidden Zone was.
What about the flower that sprouted from Rena?
Flower? Oh, that thing. That's the physical manifestation of all the astral energy that's been harvested from Dana. As I'm sure you've noticed, it's quite a lot of energy. At this point, it's likely that it's become physically integrated with Rena's planetary structure.
Hevric 35 mentioned that the spirit channeling plan is entering its final stage. Is that true?
It is. I never thought I would live to see the day with my own eyes. And yet here we are. Are we done talking now? If it's all the same to you, I'd really rather not miss anything that's about to happen.
He talks like the potential end of the world is just another day on the job.
You've got to remember that these guys have been living alone up here for a long time. Who knows what shape their minds are in?
True.
It feels like our whole world has been turned upside down. Is there anything we know that's still true at this point?
Seriously, I'm still trying to process the fact that we Renans were created by the Helganquil, let alone the Sovereign and Maiden stuff.
Let's take a moment to gather ourselves. I know all of this is a lot to believe and take in, but I think it's fair to say that we've found the answers we've been looking for. Does everyone agree?
Agreed. Though I'll admit that I never expected it to all boil down to Rena's great spirit being behind everything.
Everything that's happened, everything we've endured, it's all because of astral energy.
And to get that energy, the Great Spirit took control of the Helganquil. Then the Helganquil created the Renans, who went on to invade and rule over the Danans.
Plus, the reason the Great Spirit can't directly control the Renans as well is likely because they were originally Danans all along.
Either way, I think it's fair to say we've all had a lot to take in at once. Maybe too much, even. We should probably take it easy and rest our minds a bit. Why don't we all take some time to think things over, before we decide on our next move?
That's a good idea, Kisara. If the Renan Great Spirit really is behind all this, then we've got a really big fight ahead of us. Because it's not just Dana on the line, but Rena too. If we're going to do this, we need to be completely sure of ourselves. So let's go ahead and break off for now. We aren't in any immediate danger, so we should be okay. You sure you don't want to be alone right now?
I could ask you the same question.
I figured I'd get all my thinking in while walking around and checking up on everybody.
I'll go along with you. I'm interested to hear what's on everyone's minds too.
Sounds good. Let's go find them.
Did we just talk to everybody?
Everyone's just gone their own way, huh?
Yeah, let's hit up each spot.
Ooh, wait. Recap time. Tales of Gasp again. Oh, sorry, Freakish. I don't do well with paragraphs. Got it. I don't read that fast.
Everything we thought we knew. It was all just a fabrication that the Red Women, that the Helganquil made up.
Right. Assuming we can believe anything that Hevric 35 has told us, that is.
Well, if the names are anything to go by, it's possible the Helganquil could be behind the fruits of Helgen too.
But if Hevric 35 was telling the truth, and this was all just one massive lie, does that mean everything we've done up until now has been pointless?
No, I don't think so. Or at least I hope not. I think it just means we've lost our foothold for now. That's all.
Really? Well then, if we've lost it, I guess we'll just have to find another. All of us together. And if we can't find one, then we'll make a new one. End of story.
Make one, huh? I see. Right then. Count me in.
So, if if Hevrecht is wanting us to kill the Great Spirit, is he also the one that's initiated the wedge or whatever, the sucking out of all the astral energy from Dana to Rena? Like, who is responsible for that? Who's doing that? Is it them? But then they want us to kill it? Oh, it's okay, freakish. Right? Am I okay. Okay. Wanna be the red woman? But the red woman is they sent us here. Or she sent us here. So like, oh, there's even more people. So the red woman is the one that's doing this, but why would she send us here? To have our ship fixed. You know? Hey! Thank you for 5 gifted subs! She teleported us away. Oh, they found you and pulled you in. Oh! Oh! So I assume the guy intercepted you. Oh, okay, that would make sense. Because then I was like, well then, got it. Got it. Thank you so much, Paige. Thank you for helping me hit my goal. You're very sweet. Thank you. I think his people still in that area are doing that, Kylie. He has freed himself from the spirit and being in exile. I don't think it's his people doing it. I think it's just Red Woman, like he said. But we'll see. Maybe if we keep playing, we'll understand more. Wait, what's this? Oh, we can heal it. I'll heal this guy. How'd this guy get hurt? He found me at collapse again and helped me back up. I appreciate it. Thanks to you, I can continue to go about my research. Oh, I got a happy bottle. Oh, so now he's acting independently from the Great Spirit now? Gotcha. It started raining mid-nap. Oh, that's nice, Adam. Wonder if it's the rain that hit us yesterday.
Does he seem like he's doing any better now?
Probably not.
He who? Oh, you mean Dohalim, don't you?
I know that we're all struggling to wrap our minds around it all, but he looked like he was taking it really hard earlier.
What do you think about everything we've learned? About the Renans, and the Great Spirit, and all that?
On some level, I'm not even really sure what to think, to be honest. I mean, the Great Spirit is like a huge natural disaster, but with a mind and will of its own. But if that thing's hellbent on trying to destroy our planet, then the only thing left for us to do is stop it. As for the Renans, I suppose my feelings on that are a bit more mixed.
How so?
Coexistence between Danans and Renans in Menancia is still a work in progress. In my case, I think that's partly because deep down, I was still on guard around Renans. So, to be told that they're like us, that they're actually just like us is, well, I guess it's a little deflating, to be honest.
You kept a pretty level head.
You mean about the Renans? At the end of the day, the Helganquil and the Great Spirit are the ones who are responsible. But at the same time, I realize that not every Danan is necessarily going to believe that either.
I know you're already aware of this, but the list of grievances the Danans have against the Renans is long, and understandably so. And if people then find out that they're all actually one and the same, yeah, I don't think they're going to take to it too kindly.
No, they will not.
Even just among the Danans, I'm sure there'll be some who emerge with power and some who won't. I think if we can find a way to get rid of that imbalance, then we'll be in a truly good place.
Well, first we can try to figure out what to do about the existing conflicts we have.
Yeah. It'd be nice if one day people could learn to get past their hatred like Rinwell did.
It's no small task. We can't pretend like the past didn't happen and ask people to forget their very real pain and suffering.
Right. Everybody has their reasons for feeling the way that they do.
But if we just keep yelling at each other about it, we'll never move on. In a worst-case scenario, it might lead to even more people getting killed.
And we all have to figure out how to meet halfway. Not just that,
they're in a bit of a pickle.
Embrace each other's pain, in a sense.
That's an interesting way of putting it.
It's true. Everybody has their own scars, their own trauma. The first step to healing those wounds is to put aside that hatred. It won't be achieved through reasoning, but I think it's a good first step, if nothing else. And now, I think I see a way to move forward. But to do that, first we need to make sure our planet isn't going to get wiped out.
Ah. Nice. I played this game less than a year ago and had still totally forgotten about this twist. Oh, really? Who's this? Oh, Rinwell. These are Fazel. Construction plans showing a central elevator shaft in multiple circular areas. Ah, so circular. Alright, let's talk to Rinwell next. Ooh, hold on, let me save. Jeez, been a lot going on.
You both seem awfully calm.
Only because after everything we've seen, we don't have the energy to keep being shocked.
How are you holding up, Rinwell? That whole talk about the Renans looked like it shook you up a bit.
Yeah. I get this sinking feeling whenever I remember how Danon mages like my family were persecuted and died out. And now, I finally know why that is. But I was thinking, if Renans end up living together with Danons again, then mages won't be such an unusual thing to see on Dana anymore, right? I know it's not as simple as all that, but Danons probably won't be so quick to let their guards down, and there might be Renans who still act superior because of their arts.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Right.
300 years of bad blood and prejudice isn't going to be an easy thing to overcome.
Nope.
Yeah. I know firsthand just how much hatred can take hold in your heart once you let it in. But even so, I was still able to change. And if I can change, so can anyone else. So I was thinking maybe, I don't know, I could use my position as both a Danon and a mage to help bring both sides together.
Rinwell.
That great spirit worries me too, though. Dana's will feels so warm and inviting. So why is Rena's will trying to destroy our entire planet?
Now that you mention it,
'cause it's greedy.
Everett 35 and the other scientists here never really brought that up. Maybe they don't know either.
Maybe. But regardless, at the end of the day, Dana's still our home. There's no way we can let it be destroyed.
We won't. We'll keep it safe no matter what.
As they're talking, it's the life of the planet's being sucked up through a straw as we talk. Hi, Terrell. Brenda's gonna be like, and then we're dead.
I still can't believe it, man.
You're not the only one still trying to make sense of all this. Believe me.
Really? You've never struck me as the type of guy to get hung up on these sorts of things.
Did you forget what happened back in Thistleum? Once my memories started coming back to me, I felt completely and totally lost.
It was really that bad for you?
Yeah, it was. But thanks to Law and everybody else, I remembered that I still had things out there worth fighting for.
Man, I think you might be a better guy than me, Alphen. All I can remember thinking was, when's this guy gonna get his act together?
Law.
I was too worried about repeating the same mistakes I'd made back with my dad and running away from the truth.
Delicious planet
that was no way to
energy.
live.
Planet
And I've tried to
milkshake.
stay strong, my way.
Space straw.
But all this talk about other races and the world ending, if I can be honest with you guys, it's just all too much for me to handle right now.
I know this is going to sound strange coming from me, but maybe the key is not to worry too much about the big stuff right now.
Oh?
I used to worry all the time about my thorns, for obvious reasons, but I never really opened up to anyone about them. And when I realized my visions pointed to a threat that was bigger than me, I didn't know what I should do, or who to tell. But that's when I finally got it. You guys were all there for me, to teach me what's really important. I just had to open up and listen.
In other words, if you let the big picture stuff get you all muddled up inside, you'll begin to lose sight of what you really care about. Yeah, I think you're right.
The thing that's most important, what I really care about. All I want to do is protect the people that really matter to me, to fight for them. That's good enough, right?
Not everyone is strong enough to fight.
Huh?
It's something your dad told me once when he was still alive. Law, you know you're strong enough to fight, and you're strong enough to protect the people you care about. Forget all the big stuff going on. Just don't lose sight of what you want to protect in the first place. Sound good?
Yeah, I think it does. It's like a big weight's been lifted off my shoulders. I'll fight to protect the people around me. Just like I always have. I think that's best.
Typical Law, being adorable. Okay. I wonder, are Danans still not given surnames of their own? As crude of a tactic as it is, it's nonetheless an effective subjugation tool. But I suppose we aren't all that different. Though grandiose sounding, ours are simply a means to identify an individual's formative background. Oh my god. Wait, is the last person we have to talk to Dohalim? I think it is. Let's talk to him.
I apologize for making you witness that.
You mean hearing the origins of the Renans?
Indeed. It's shocking to have so many things I thought to be indelible fade away in mere seconds.
Even I'm still not sure everything we've heard here is actually true.
Let's not delude ourselves. If what we've heard is a lie, it's a rather elaborate one. I can only imagine that you must have been constantly feeling like this, ever since your memory returned, Alphen. And you as well, Shion. About your thorns, and being a maiden.
That's just part of being alive, don't you think?
Well, to say the least. But enough about me. I'm not concerned for myself. What concerns me is all of the other Renans out there.
When you say the other Renans, you mean the ones that are living on Lenegis or Dana, right?
Correct. Even if we stop the Great Spirit from annihilating Dana, our problems will still remain. Putting aside the untold state that Rena may be in.
How do we fight a giant spirit?
If we do not truly belong there, we will have to think long and
we get a
hard
really big
about where it
fan
is
and just
that we
like
wish
blow
to
its
return
particles into space?
So, I guess your only real choices at this point are to either
Can we
stay
suck
on
it up through a
Lenegis
straw?
or come down to Dana, huh? And right now, Lenegis might not even be a safe option.
And at the same time, Danans are hardly likely to embrace Renans with open arms. If the issue is forced, things could turn dire.
Yep.
There is, after all, 3 centuries worth of hatred to overcome between us. And the victims of our rule have absolutely every right to feel animosity towards us Renans. Our own circumstances as the aggressors are irrelevant.
I didn't expect the former Lord of Menancia to be so down about people reconciling.
Menancia's fate was a stroke of good luck. There had
luck.
been backlash over how it had been ruled, and I was blessed to have sympathizers among my ranks. Still, even now, there remain ardent dissidents.
But things can still change if you have the right people to help lead the way. Isn't that what you hope to achieve on Lenegis, after this is all over?
Indeed. I have fully accepted the burden of that responsibility. In that regard, I remain determined. On that note, I have something of a favor to ask of you, Alphen.
Oh? What is it?
I wish for you to serve as a mediator so that the Renans can live on Dana peaceably.
Dyson.
As the one and only blazing
Thanks,
sword,
sure.
I suspect the Danans may listen to what you have to say when problems arise.
And I take it that you'll be the one to represent the Renans?
Yes. I realize that I'm asking quite a lot of you. However, the fact of the matter is that it will take time for Renans to re-enter Danan society without any bloodshed. That is why...
You're the same as ever, Dohalim.
Is it too much?
No, relax. You get so tense and formal when you're asking for a favor. Listen, there's no need for that. We're friends.
Aww.
You're too kind. I can see you were raised well.
That's some high praise, Alphen.
I
Then
can
I'll
see
ask
you were
once again,
raised well.
This time just as friends. Alphen, will you help me?
You don't even need to ask. Of course I will.
Thank you, my friend.
Well, it sounds like everyone's learning from their past and using it to create a better future for everyone.
Yep, they sure are.
What about you, Xion? How do you feel about the origin of the Renans?
To be honest, I'm not really all that shocked, actually. I mean, I might be a Renan in the literal sense, but I've never really felt like one of them. Right now, it's kind of a mystery.
How do you mean?
Because for a really, really long time, all I ever thought about was how I was going to die. Not if or when, but how. I thought I'd die alone. That fate had me in its steely grip. I would have never imagined that I'd be traveling with someone like you, fighting to save Rena and Dana. I mean, how could I have? It's been going on for 300 years. All this tragedy and destruction. When you consider the Helganquil's part in all this, it's been even longer than that. It was Naori's hope that somehow, someone in the future would be able to stop it, before it was too late.
I have a big question.
How it fell on us, of all people, to heed that call
it just hit
is
me.
a mystery.
I don't think Naori was hoping that we would just stop the world from getting destroyed.
Okay.
She considered me, a Danan, as a real person. And she very much cherished her own people, too. I don't think she wanted the world to be saved, just so they could go back to hurting each other. Oh, maybe this is what she meant.
Huh?
When we were talking to Kisara earlier, about all that stuff like everyone's needing to meet halfway and embrace each other's pain and suffering. She said that the first step down that path was for each of us to put aside our own hatred. That means forgiving other people, even and especially before they forgive you.
Forgiving. So it goes both ways, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. I don't just mean forgiving things that happened in the past either. Conflicts will keep happening. If we have any hope of moving on and building a better future, we have to all learn to forgive each other.
You know, you're right. People can hurt one another without even meaning to. I know that better than most, thanks to these thorns.
It's not going to be easy getting past this pain. But if we can do it, I'm sure there'll come a time when we can all truly understand each other. I'm there with you, Xion. I too want to protect the world we live in, and all the people we care about. I think that's the very least I can do to repay Naori for everything that she did.
I like what they're saying in general.
Yeah. I want a future that she would feel proud to live in, and I'm going to fight for it.
Whoa there, Savior Girl. We're here to save you too, you know.
Yes, I know. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. I want to live, and that's the honest truth.
My question is, how is she born?
Is everybody ready to do what needs to be done?
I am. There's a lot to think about, but at the end of the day, Dana's still in danger. I don't care who we're up against. We'll kick their ass.
What are your thoughts, Alphen? I want to know what's on your mind, too.
Like Law said, if we have to fight the Great Spirit on Rena, then so be it. It's trying to rob us of our entire world. And it's going to take not just our home, but all of existence along with it.
What a lot
that
of
alone is enough to make it our enemy.
Is that a rhetorical question? It wasn't,
but it's not
actually.
only that. One way or another, I think beating the Great Spirit is going to be tied to us saving Xion.
You're saying there's a chance?
Because why would anybody want to have
You're
a
referring
child
to the vision of destruction
and
we
force
all saw in
them to
Lenegis,
have
I
the
take it?
thorns, you know?
Yeah. 3 centuries ago, the astral energy that appeared at the spirit
Unless
channeling
it was
ceremony
forced.
showed Naori that vision.
Or
And to hear Shion tell it,
like
it's the same
in a
one that
lab,
she sees from her own
which could have
thorns as
very
well.
well happened.
Indeed. Shion's thorns are comprised of dark astral energy, the one type which we know is native only to Rena.
Mm-hmm.
And if Rena's great spirit is what's behind Dana's pending destruction, then...
Shion's thorns are the Great Spirit? It's not actually on Rena like we thought?
We don't know anything for certain.
That's what I was
At the very
thinking.
least, though, I think it's possible her thorns are a part of the Great Spirit.
Yeah. Yep.
While the main body resides in Rena.
Yep. I
Shion.
figured.
If these thorns really are a part of Rena's great spirit, I'm going to go over there and give it a piece of my mind and then some.
That's the spirit.
The question is, how do we confront it? Suffice it to say, that flower growing out of Rena is enormous, large enough to house the will of an entire planet.
We just need a really large bee, aka our
The
ship.
Wedge and Lenegis were both hard enough for us to overcome in their own right. This is an altogether greater challenge for merely 6.
And we only know about the Thorns connection thanks to Naori.
Hevric 35 has been observing the great astral spirit this whole time. It wouldn't ask us to fight it unless it has a plan of some sort. Let's go see what that is.
Yeah, he must have a plan. Right? He's been sitting in that chamber incubating
Our minds are made up.
that whole
Let's
time.
Go give
He
Hevric
must have a
35 our
plan.
answer.
Right? Here, hold on, let's watch this.
So
okay.
if the Sovereign and Maiden were originally boot-up programs for Lenegis, what about now?
Even with the Forbidden Zone in ruins and the Renaissance stolen, Lenegis is functioning fine. If it needed us before, it doesn't appear to now.
First they lumber you with a position you never asked for, then you're discarded like you're nothing? Who the hell do they think they are?
More importantly, who do they think we are? We might not even factor into their list of concerns.
I just hope everyone on Lenegis is safe.
Worst comes to worst, Lenegis is equipped with a large number of starships that people can escape in. As long as the whole satellite doesn't suddenly explode or something, they should be fine.
Wait, explode?
In any case, if we're truly going to make a difference,
Wait, explode?
it's on Rena we're needed, not Lenegis. The people there will be fine. I'm sure of it.
Right.
Hopefully. Remember the scene where Alphen was on the space station stuff? I feel like them being implanted while they were being grown was how it happened. She's actually a giant rose created to combat the blue flower. Explains the thorns. Yeah. I feel like it was 3:15 just 10 minutes ago for some reason. Wait, what? How now you're asking for it to be Kershon? I know. Whoa, wee! That was a lot of cutscenes. Wow. So she like took basically they already like took a part of the Great Spirit and sealed it away so it couldn't kill everybody. Okay, hold on. I think I should stop here. This should be our stopping point for today, and then Sunday, which will be when we finish the game, is when we talk to Hevric and be like, "Yo, alien man, what do we do? What do you want us to do? You know?" Let's see. Got it. 35, not 85. That's his cousin, Kyliee. God. Don't write his cousin down. We don't speak about him. Tales of Sunday. Yeah, Tales we'll literally play Tales of Arise all day Sunday. I mean, I don't know how long I have. But like it's okay. Like we'll just start off with Tales, and if I do manage to finish, then we'll finish and play Fire Emblem. Finale of Arise. Yeah, this has been so good so far. I love it. What a journey though. I feel like I've been everywhere with them. She can adjust to very easy if needed. Oh yeah, you're right. I do have very easy difficulty. You're right. I forgot I have that. Can we at least watch 3 more cutscenes? No. You didn't have enough, Nova? What? Have you figured out your next games yet? Okay, so my goal is if we beat Tales of Arise on Sunday, then we'll play Fire Emblem all day on Monday. Fire Emblem's still gonna take several streams. Like Fire Emblem, I still have several I think I'm on like chapter 16 or 17 right now. So I figure there's so many more chapters left. It's possible. I mean, I have 2 weeks until vacation. So hold on, just let me back up the bus. I have vacation coming up at the end of this month, and then Xenoblade Chronicles 3 comes out. I want to make sure that I beat Tales, obviously. I will beat it. And I want to make sure I beat Fire Emblem 3 Houses. All other games that I play up until Xenoblade, I'm not really concerned about finishing. But there is a game called Stray that comes out on the 19th. So if my plan goes accordingly, what I'll do is play Fire Emblem on the 19th. So this coming up Tuesday, and Stray, and pretty much play Fire Emblem and Stray until I beat Stray. And then I really wanted to touch and play a little bit of Fire Emblem 3 Hopes. So this week, next week, and then the week after, possibly we'll have a lot of Fire Emblem. It'll be a lot of Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem 3 Houses and Fire Emblem 3 Hopes. But I don't necessarily plan to beat 3 Hopes. Like, I can try, but nah. And then on the 29th of July, which is the last day before I go on vacation, I will do my wholesome game day, and then go on vacation, and then come back, and then play Xenoblade Chronicles 3, which is what we've all been waiting for, so I'm very excited about that. I don't know what the game I will play with Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I haven't thought that far ahead yet. I gotta figure that out. If y'all have recommendations or suggestions, please let me know. But yeah, I gotta think about it. I think what I'm 100% gonna do is play Xenoblade Chronicles 3 for like that whole week when I get back. And then after that whole week, then that following Sunday, I'll like pick the next game, and then we'll split it up like we usually do. But I think I want at least one solid week of just Xenoblade 3. Yeah. A marathon of sorts, I guess. Maybe not a marathon, but yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, I saw that clock. I saw that, and I have 2 cats, and I was like, oh my god, I think that'd be so fun. I would never want to do that to them right now because the Texas heat is horrible, but yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh my god. Valkyrie Elysium, maybe? Maybe. Peppa Pig. Oh my god, Paige. Oh, there's so many games that I have yet to play, so I just have to figure out what would be the best. We'll figure it out. I'm not concerned. You don't ever want your cats out in horrible heat. No, I certainly do not. It'd be so cute having them in the backpack when it's like wintertime. It'd be so cute. They'd be like, what's going on? Like a couple of streamers that I know are ordering the stray cat stuff. Are they? No, DSS, you're like, dang. Rat Simulator? Rat Simulator. Alright, anyways, I am gonna go. I hope you guys have had a wonderful Friday. Thank you for spending your whole day with me. You guys are so sweet. We're so close to finishing Tales. It feels so good being able to finish games. I like it, especially they're a little bit longer. So I see how it is. What? Have a good Saturday. Thank you. I hope you guys have a really good weekend too. I'll see you guys on Sunday. Tales will Rise all day Sunday, and if I manage to beat it, then we'll play some Fire Emblem. But yeah, have a wonderful day. I get here and you leave. Oh, yeah. I end at 4. Nos, don't remember my schedule. Real friend you are. I'm kidding, by the way. I don't ever expect anybody to remember it. Anyways, I'm gonna go. Bye, guys. Have a good weekend. Love y'all.